How's it feel to get the win?
It feels great to get the win and just have everyone who's been supporting me, the team and everyone, just get up on top early in the season. It's just a really good feeling.
How did the race go for you?
The race went well, not too many big mistakes, a little bit of errors in the fourth test, but all in all, a solid day. We rode fast all day, pretty consistent, and happy with the result.
How was this course? It looked like it was a pretty flowing kind of course.
Yeah, it was a super flowing course. It was a lot of fun. I've been racing here for several years. It's been a couple since I've been here, but it was always one of my favorites, kind of back in the Citrus Series when I would contest that. And a lot of it just, it felt like you'd go from one corner right into the next corner. There was a couple tight sections too, but for the most part, it was just really fun.
And you told me earlier the difference you think this year is that you're having fun, you're doing a lot of racing and having fun? Or?
Yeah, having fun. I had a lot of fun last year too, but just been enjoying, racing competitively at other types of events, and more so than what I do normally. And just been having a good training program and enjoying riding with my friends, and got good support with the team and family.
All right, and you had a rough week this week.
Yeah, I definitely didn't have the best week. Tuesday I knocked myself out pretty good and lost about 6 hours of memory, and I was pretty happy just to be able to feel like I could race this weekend, and doing so well is just a little bit higher than what I was expecting. I was glad to finish, and Friday I tried to ride the bike and my brain didn't really want to respond to all the fast motions and everything. The balance felt good, but it worked out in the end, and didn't really hold me back any today.
Talk about your off season. What'd you do to get ready?
I'd say my off season, it's not too much different. It seems like I've raced a lot in the past few weeks, just leading up to the first round instead of just riding and practicing, and I think that just kind of bumps up the level of intensity that what you can get from just practicing. It's always, the best practice is to race almost. And, we did some testing out in California and did some just riding all over, a little bit in Florida, and did some trips with some buddies, and just ended up to work out pretty well.